So now we are going to start with the sum number 4. So this will give you a basic idea of the entire chapter. The following are the operating results of the firm. Sales they have given in units, interest per annum, selling price per unit, tax rate, variable cost per unit, number of equity shares and fixed cost per annum. You have to compute the break-even sales, the earning before interest and tax, the earning per share, the operating leverage and the financial leverage. So if this kind of a sum is going to come to in your exams, it will be coming for 5 marks. So now we are moving towards the fourth sum. So this is our fourth sum, and we have a sales of 25,000 units. So we have a sales of 25,000 units. So per unit and total both I'll write. So we have 25,000 units to be sold. So selling price per unit and total both we are going to write. So selling price per unit they have given to us, it is 24. So 24 if I multiply by 25,000, so we have a total of 6 lakhs. From this we are going to subtract the variable cost. So variable cost we have 16. So 25,000 into 16, so that is 4 lakhs. We have the variable cost. Then we are going to get the contribution, which is 2 lakhs. So 24 minus 16, so 8 is the contribution. From this we are going to subtract the fixed cost, and they have given us the fixed cost per annum to be 80,000. So we will be subtracting fixed cost 80,000. We'll get earning before interest and tax. So from 2 lakh 80, so 1 lakh 20,000 will be our EBIT. From this we are going to deduct the interest. So the interest also they have given to us, it is 30,000. So we will subtract 30,000, and finally we'll get earning before tax, which is 90,000 rupees. So we have made the entire format. Now they want us to find the earning before interest and tax. So this is our earning before interest and tax. Now they want us to find the earning per share. So what we will do is that we are going to solve it further. From this we are going to subtract the tax. So the tax rate is 50%. So 45,000 will be the tax, that is 50% on that 90,000. So finally I'll get earning after tax, which will be 45,000. From this I have to deduct the preference dividend, but I don't think they have given us any preference share capital. So there are no preference shares. So these are the earnings which will be available to equity shareholders, which is 45,000. So the earnings available to equity shareholders, we have 45,000. This we are going to divide by number of equity shares. So number of equity shares are 10,000. So finally we are going to get the earning per share. 45,000 divided by 10, so it will be 4.5 will be the earning per share. So earning per share also I have calculated, which is over here. Then they are telling us to find the operating leverage. So we will be solving operating leverage. So we have a formula of contribution divided by EBIT. So the contribution is 2 lakhs and the EBIT is 1,20,000. So 2 lakh divided by 1,20,000. So 1.67 approx is my operating leverage. So operating leverage also we have found out. Now we need to find the financial leverage. Now our financial leverage will be, the formula will be EBIT divided by EBT. So EBIT I will divide by EBT. So EBIT is 1,20,000 and EBT is 90,000. So 1,20,000 divided by 90,000. So 1.33 is my financial leverage. So I am able to find the financial leverage also. Now they are telling you to find the break-even sales. So first you find the break-even point in units. So you'll have the formula fixed cost divided by the contribution per unit. So your fixed cost will be 80,000 and your interest cost, that is 30,000. So 80,000 is your fixed operational cost and your fixed financial cost is your interest, which is 30,000. And the contribution per unit is 8 rupees. So 8 rupees is the contribution per unit. So 80,000 plus 30,000 divided by 8. So I'm going to get 13,750 units. Now this is the break-even point in units, but they want in rupees. So break-even point in rupees if you want. So the break-even point in units, this you multiply by the selling price per unit. So if you want to have your break-even point, you need to sell the 13,750 units. Okay. So 13,750 units you are going to sell and your selling price is 24 rupees. So the total amount of sales which you need to make is 3,30,000 rupees. So 3,30,000 rupees is your break-even point in rupees. You can also get the break-even point in rupees by the formula fixed cost divided by PV ratio percentage, but that I am not using right now. That we will be doing when we start the costing subject. So I think I have completed everything. You can see that it is a 5-mark sum and each point would be carrying 1 mark each, and like this they can give you the sum. So I hope you all have understood. Thank you.